And we are live. Here we go. Let's start up the music, which apparently is working, but I can't hear it. That would be why. I can now hear the music. Fantastic. Put it at the right height level for now. Bring back chat so that I can hear if anybody's saying anything. Hello, hello. How's my sound? How's the sound tonight? How are you guys? No sound. You have no sound. Is there still no sound? There should be sound. Let me double check everything. Properties, yeah, I'm using the right mic. There should be sound. I think you're lying. Okay. Right. We're back in our scene. And if I remember right, last time we were working on a little farm plot. We managed to get all the squares appearing at the right place. We managed to get them change over time, and we managed to get them to change based off of the movement of the hoe when it was hitting the ground. I think that's where we were at last time. Play maximized. It's ready to go in VR. Now I've had to move my VR headset from my work computer over to my home computer to be able to do the stream. So hopefully everything just works the first shot. I'm being called. Fantastic. One moment. Talking. So apparently there were sound issues, but they're fixed, perhaps. Yeah, so let me know if you see my little slime talking, and if when you see him talking, it's there's actual noise. Working. There we go. We're good then. Fantastic. So I'm not sure where the issue was, but in case it was on my end, I'm just going to reiterate what I was doing. Yeah, so last time we worked on our little farm plots. We managed to get in the blocks themselves, have them change over time, have the model change with them, and also have it so that depending on the direction of the hoe hitting the ground, it would actually affect it. And I'm just going to pop in real quick, and I want to take a look at the point we're at, and then test if it's still working if I like turn them slightly, put them on an angle. So let's do that real quick. Unplug the controllers, they should be ready to use. Put my earphones back on. Put my controllers on. And give it a little play. Let's see. Yep, we have hands, we have VR. Fantastic. So let's just really quick come over here, grab our hoe, go back over here. And yeah, so you stick it in the ground, and if you pull it, you see it is changing over time. And if you pull it in the wrong direction, it's really hard to do. Let me just put it on this. Whoa. Over here. So if I'm like doing it over here in the wrong direction, it doesn't work as well as if I'm doing it in the correct direction. Okay. So one thing I do want to fix is right now if I do it like side to side, it works. It changes it over time. I don't want that. I want it to be based off of the direction of the hoe. So it has to move in a certain direction. And I don't think it matters so much if it's like, if I'm pulling it like this. I think that'd be fine. It's a bit weird, but I think it'll be fine. So I want it based off of the direction of the hoe itself, going in this direction. I think I'm hitting my mic, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this direction is what we're going to calculate for the change in the hoe percentage, so we can't just do this. And I really do want it to be like the pulling motion, so you can't just like keep doing it front and back. And then after that, I think we're going to move on to having some feedback, maybe some what is it called, haptic feedback, I think, like the vibrator the controller vibrates. Ooh, a little bit, bumping into everything over here. Okay, so yeah, that's the first thing we're going to do tonight. Fix the calculation of the hoe, and then once that's done, I'll move on to giving some sort of feedback, so like it feels like we're actually hoeing the ground and not just moving it in the air, which is essentially what we're doing. All right, I think I had been putting those things, let me see, where was I putting it on the farm plot, or was I putting that code on the hoe? I think I completely forgot to share this stream. Let me just do that real quick. And while that's loading on my other page, we're gonna go back to this. So farm box, spawn boxes, on draw gizmo selected, draw pilot, draw grid, draw quad. Okay, so the farm plot itself doesn't calculate any of that. The cell is doing what? Init till. Okay. Set visuals. Okay, so it receives the information that is being tilled, and then the checker is the one that's telling it, okay, I'm currently doing stuff. So the checker is going to be the one that we're going to want to change for our needs tonight. And I'm also just finishing up my post. There we go. So maybe some other people are going to see that the stream is going on. Though we do actually have like 2 people that have been around for a little while, and at least 3 people total. So it's already a nice start. I'm not alone tonight, it would seem. Okay. Back to this. So on trigger stay, right. We have the on trigger enter that checks the original position and resets the new position. Then on trigger stay, we go through, we check if it's a cell, what we're hitting, and if it is, the new position is added at the start. The speed is the difference between the previous position and the new position, and then we till based off that percentage. And we're using the Z position, which is the world position. So what we're going to want to change is we're going to want to change the actual direction based off of the placement of the hoe. So speed is actually, let's see, that plus that. So if I do like vector 3, that's a capital V if I'm not mistaken. Period distance? Yeah, I can do distance. And then open parentheses, close parentheses. It's not going to like that because I have Z positions in there. And we have a negative. So here we go. Now it's calculating the distance between these 2 points. Okay. Now, that's a good start because it'll give us the speed between those 2 points. However, we don't want it to be any direction. Let's pull out the paint real quick. So we have our hoe as such, and right now it's calculating any direction. So it could be in this direction, that direction, that direction, or that direction. We don't want that. We want it specifically to be calculating the change of direction, of position in this direction. Right. So first things first, let me see the hoe and see how it's set up. So it would be in a change of the Y direction, if I'm not mistaken. Farm cell checker is on here. So yeah, it would be in the Y and X direction of the hoe. Maybe just the Y direction of the hoe. So we want to know the change, but just in the Y direction. Let me see. Maybe distance isn't what we had. Maybe it's closer to what we had originally. So bring this back here. Previous position. Previous position Z. New position Z. Now we're taking absolute. Okay. All right, before I do that, let's fix one thing that should be easy to change. So clamp, how does this work again? We have the value, then min max. Okay. Min is going to be 0, max is going to be, I don't know, 9001. Sure. Sure. So we can't hoe by pushing the hoe. We can't till the ground rather by pushing the hoe, only by pulling the hoe. I'll start with that. And if that math is good, then I'll move on to trying to figure out the rotation I need to be able to calculate if the hoe's going in the right direction. Because just saying that out loud already hurts my brain. So let's go over here. And if I'm pushing, stuff is happening, and if I'm pulling, nothing's happening. Okay. So we're half right. We want the opposite of that. Okay. We want the opposite of that. Here we go. So let's go back up here for a moment, and instead of 0, one moment. Let me just go back for a second. I had absolute. Absolute speed should only be positive values. Okay, dokie. So let's just do a quick test here. Minus 9001, and this shall be 0. Oops, sorry. I don't think that's correct, which is why I'm confused. But let's check. It should only be positive numbers. Oh, because it was absolute, maybe? Maybe. Okay, I think I just answered my own question. This should not work. This should not work. So let's go here, and I'm moving it, and you see it's going it's doing the right thing, but in the wrong direction. Okay. I'm blowing it up like a bubble. Fantastic. Okay, so I guess I could ABS that. So math f.abs. So it only takes the polling motion and then it'll make it go up over time with that polling motion. Double check, that should work, and then after that we'll deal with the rotation. It's probably gonna break everything, but that's fine. That's fine. Don't even worry about it. Why are you worried? I'm not worried. I have a slime with a really glitchy animation that I need to fix at some point. So if I'm pushing, nothing happens, and if I'm pulling, it's going down. Perfect. So I can do this now. Good. And of course... Oh, that's interesting. No, it is correct. It's just not liking the angle I have at it. Okay, so this is working. Hello, slime. What you doing there, buddy? Hello. Oh, you're going on the dirt. Now you're going off the dirt. Go off the dirt. Keep going. Keep going. Ah, well, that's fine. It's fine. There we go. Right, back to rotations and stuff. Speed, previous position. Can I do... transform dot rotation times this? No. This times this? No, I guess I need it like I actually need a vector 3 for that. All right, let me have a think here. So, let's just make 2 vector 3s here. So, oh, you know what I could do actually? Previous position. Okay, so here's the idea, right? Previous position equals transform dot rotation times previous position. That works. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing for new position. New position equals transform dot rotation times new position. And then instead of trying to add stuff here, as such, we'll just take the Z values of both of those and maybe that'll work. Let's find out. Let's find out together here on the channel. Pick this up. And if I stick it in the ground and pull, nothing happens. Push. Okay. It works when I push, but not when I pull for some reason. Okay, let's see. So that worked in that direction with a push. So how about here? No. No, this isn't working at all. Okay. So that is not what we want. Okay, let me see what we want here. So bring pace back up. I'm actually going to just lower the music for myself here for a moment. How's the music on your end, by the way? because for me it was a bit loud. So I have a point. Oops. Got this point and this point, right? So we got P1 and P2. And we want to know I guess the distance between these two things, but only in a certain direction? That almost sounds like it makes sense. Distance between 2 points in one direction. Distance in one dimension. Did I write dimension? I did not. Distance formula. Distance formula. Distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. I guess what we're trying to do here is essentially trigonometry. Because what I want is the distance between these 2 points in this direction, right? And then that direction is just constantly changing based off of the direction of my hoe. Next, I'll construct right-handed. This is x2 minus x1. How to find a distance between 2 points? I guess so. The issue is that these x or y values would constantly be changing based off of the rotation of the hoe. So yeah, we want to know the distance between these 2 points in essentially this direction. It's just that, it's just that what constitutes this direction is constantly changing. Take a few other looks. Get distance along one direction. Is there a way to get distance calculated within the y-axis point? Okay, let me see. For a more general case, you can find the distance between any 2 points measured in a single direction, by using vector 3 dot with a normalized vector, direction vector. Okay, difference direction equals difference direction equals dot difference direction. Okay. And difference can tell you about the relative positioning too. Okay. This may be what we want. Okay, so what they're doing, let's get rid of this. What they're doing is this. So speed would be vector, spelled correctly, 3 dot, so we get the dot product of 2 vectors, difference direction. This would be, let me think. Okay, so we're using like Y, which I believe is up. I believe. So let's have transform dot up. Yeah. And then we have the second, so underscore new position, minus underscore previous position. And that should give us the speed we're going at in this direction. The only thing is I can't actually see what that means. Is this Y? Okay, let's take a look over here. Vector 3 dot up unity. Aha, so up shorthand for writing vector 3 0 1 0. So that should be in the Y direction. That should be in the correct direction. Okay, let's test it. Let's see. If we pick it up, we go over there and we start pulling and pushing. Does it do something? Or does it do something in a direction? And we'll figure it out from there. Okay, so we're here. And I stick it in the ground and I pull. Oh, and I'm pushing and nothing happening. I'm going side to side, nothing's happening. I'm turning it, nothing's happening. It's really just in a pull. Okay, so far so good. We're going over here. And now we're going to do the same thing, but in this direction. So I'm putting it down and I'm pulling. I'm going side to side. I'm pushing. It's only working in the right direction. Well, well, well. Very, very cool. Okay, I think we actually have something that's working. Dot product. The math thing that I never know how to use, but I understand is super useful. I should actually look this up. How does dot product work? Let me see. Dot product. I want to see like a visualization. Dot product piece by piece. Okay. So we have this vector a times b equals that. I don't. Rotate to baseline. Oh, okay. So it like rotates it here and then it checks that? Okay. I still don't feel like I'm totally understanding what a dot product is. So A dot B. Where's the A? A, B. Okay. Equals A, B, cos. There's still something that, this is what I used to show my students. If you have a really visual way of explaining it, I would be very interested in seeing it. Because I remember studying this back in school when we were doing like math on paper for this sort of thing, but I can't remember exactly what it refers to. So I'm struggling to visualize what it does, but I am happy that it works. Like the first shot. I am very happy that this works first shot, essentially. Cool. Look at my link. Oh, you sent me a link? Where did you send the link? You sent it on Discord. Okay, I see. Right. A vector has magnitude, how long it is, and direction. Right. Direction, magnitude. Got it. Here are two vectors. Right. They can be multiplied using the dot product. Okay. Cross product. Calculation. The dot product is written by using a center dot. Okay. This means the dot product of A and B. Alright. We can calculate the dot product of any two vectors this way. Right. So A and B is this. Where this is the magnitude of the length of vector A. Okay. And B is the magnitude length of B. Okay. And is the angle between A and B. Oh, okay. So you have the length of A times the length of B times the angle between the two. So we multiply the length of A times, yes, that's what I just read. Or we can calculate it this way. So AX times BX plus AY times BY. Yes. Okay. Okay. Both methods work. Okay. And raw is called scale and shows up vector. Okay. But the part equals that. So what would A dot B look like? Is this like a line from here to here? Length? Is it putting them together? See, that's the part that I'm having trouble visualizing. Does it say lower down? Y cos? Where it's exactly the same if we projected B alongside A then multiplied. Because it doesn't matter which order you do the multiplications. Scroll down to third graph. Is this... Wait. Cross product. I guess you mean no. This one? 2, 3. Wait. Is this 1, 2, 3? No. This one? Maybe this one. To the third graph. You're gonna have to be really explicit with me. It is 7:30 on a Tuesday evening, so we take the component of A that lies alongside B. 3-dimensional. This one? Okay. Okay. Sam is measured. This works in 3 dimensions too and can actually be very useful. Sam has measured the endpoints of 2 poles, right? And wants to know the angle between them. Okay. Yes. We have 3 dimensions, so don't forget the Z components. Okay. We're doing this. Okay. So now for the formula. But what is A in this magnitude? Right. What did we say A was? A was the length, right? That's the length. So what is the length, this magnitude, or length of a vector A? We can use Pythagoras, yes. Likewise B, okay. And we know from the calculations above that A dot B is 120, so 120 equals that. Okay. I tried a calculation like this once, but worked all the angles and distances. It was very hard, involved lots of trigonometry, and it hurt my brain. Method above is much easier. Good to know. The dot product gives a scalar, ordinary number answer, and is somewhat called the scalar product. But there is also the cross product, which gives a vector. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, once again, I don't have the focus to understand what I'm reading and looking at. And I've completely forgotten what I was doing. So let's just put it down for now and go back to accepting that this works. I'm a professional programmer. Oh god. Why am I looking up trigonometry at 7:30 on a Tuesday evening? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It works. We're just gonna accept that it works. It does what we wanted. Dot product. It's magical. That's all I need to know. All right. Cool. So it is working. It is working how we hoped it would work. So now, what I'm going to do is when we're polling, I want to have a feedback effect on the controller, and that's something I've actually not done at all before, so I have no idea how to go about doing this. Right, so let's look this up. Vibrating controlling system, blah blah blah. No, we're gonna add also Unity. How to make, yeah, no, we don't want that. Triggering vibration, yeah, okay, sure, that's fine. Game object is destroyed. Let's give a quick look. I've never done it myself, but the docs say you just call OVR input dot set controller vibration float frequency amplitude. Okay. I was kind of hoping that I would see the documentation and not like a random Reddit post, but that's fine. Let's do this. Just see. Once again. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of forum posts, but nothing that's actually showing me the thing. You don't need to use in the scene. There are two XR controller components on the left hand. You need the trigger method that is inside of the XR. Okay, it's in the XR controller. Send haptic impulse. Sorry for my English. You better be. That was impeccable English. Like, how dare you? I hope it would be helpful for you. Yeah, no, that's very helpful. XR controller send haptic impulse. Okay, so we're going to do that. We are going to, ooh, there's an interesting question. Let's see, XR grab interactable, right? Does it, custom reticle, does it have a link back to the hand that's currently controlling it? I don't know. Let's try it. XR grab interactable. This is on the checker. So we are going to you know what? Let's just put it in my hand. I could, because it should always be on something that has an XR grab interactable on it, but let's just do it this way. So private XR grab interactable, and that's going to give me an error, but I should be able to do this. Yeah, using this. Okay. And then we're going to be underscore interactable. Here we go. And cell till blah blah blah. What we're gonna do is take this private float till amount equals this. What am I doing? No. Equals 0. Oh boy. All right. Let's do underscore till amount to equal this now. And then we're going to use till amount in here as such. And then if till amount is bigger than 0, we are going to, we could actually put this in there, come to think of it. Might as well, right? We have an if statement now, might as well put this here. And then we're going to use interactable. Send message upwards. Calls the method name on every mono behavior in the game object. Oh god, okay, that's not what we want. Though that's interesting that it exists. I'm just getting stuck in all these cables. Here we go, we're good. Get, okay, what kind of gets do we have? Get component, get component, get component. Hash code, get instance ID, try get component. Oh no. Get distance. Oh no. Okay. Okay, we need to do a little test here. I was hoping that the interactable would give me access to the, what was it, the controller? And then we could like send a haptic thing. But I don't think that's a thing. So I want to see what happens when you pick it up. Does it go onto the hand or does it not? Oops, sorry, hitting stuff again. So I come over here, I pick this up. There we go. I attempt to take my headset off far enough. And now I have Ho. It is, okay, it is not on the hand. That's interesting. Alright. So it's in my left hand. Let's take a look here. Attach, interesting. Yeah, Ray interactor, okay. The left hand is turned off. Is there somewhere that it's like storing this information? Model, direct interactor. No. Huh. That's interesting. I have an interaction manager on the interactable, which is the thing that's holding on to the hand. Okay. But I don't actually have any direct links to the other thing. Interesting. So let's just do that and dot manager, interaction manager. Okay. Dot send message select. Okay, hand. Get to interactable map. Get registered interactables. Oh, okay. Get interactable for collider. Get registered interactors. Get type. Interesting. So how do I send that message back to the hand to tell it to vibrate? I guess the hand could do a check, but that's a bit weird. I don't like that. Let me think. So XR. Let's see. Haptic feedback. Haptic feedback. Yeah. Haptic feedback. Call? Can I call this adding haptic feedback? It's an hour video. Okay. Guide, haptic feedback on Android, no plugin, resolved haptic feedbacks in XR. Is there an explanation for how to achieve haptic feedbacks? And someone's gonna be like, yeah, okay, use, I can pop this over here. In XR controller script, you will find this below, send haptic impulse, but I need the XR controller for that. Private XR controller. That send method is part of base XR base controller class. So it will work on both the recommended action-based controller and the device-based controller. Okay. There is also convenience method XR-based controller interactor with the same signature that is used within the same class. Ooh, I thought this was going to be the simple part. Okay. XR controller, XR start, and then you do that. Yeah, but okay, so I guess the answer is simple. Once you have access to the XR controller, you can just tell it to do the thing. However, I don't have access to the XR controller, and that's actually my issue here. So get hand holding interactable. How to get which hands is grabbed by an XR grab interactable. Okay. Let's see. I finally found the answer. Turns out you can't get what hand is holding onto the game object. Okay, but you can get whether the hand is holding a game object with a certain tag. Okay, through each hand XR direct interactor. Here's my code. Okay, so this guy is saying you can't do what I'm wanting to do, but you can if our hand select target tag equal gun. Okay, so he has a roundabout way to check that. I don't like that. There has to be a way. Grab interactable. Air velocity. When is it released? I just do hand. There's nothing in that. Controller. No, there's controls. Yeah, it does look like you can't actually do this. That's interesting. So I must be doing things backwards is what that probably means. Attach point compatibility mode. Okay, attach point compatibility mode default. Yeah, interactable events. Okay. First hover. Yeah, those we know about these. That's not what we want. Throw angular velocity, force, attach, transform. The attachment point. Okay, no. Attach ease and time. Okay. Throw smoothing curve. Throw on. Angular velocity dampening. tightening rotation, smooth rotation, amount, smooth rotation, track rotation, velocity, velocity, tighten position. No, it really does look like you can't do what I'm trying to do. Movement type, select mode, colliders, custom reticle, interaction layer mask. Yeah. Okay. Two-handed interactions. Oh, that's interesting. Detect which hand holds an XR grab. Here's a quick and dirty. Have the racket have an enum in string, whatever you want, to save whether it's picked up by left or right hand. Further extending the XR grab interactable class on the racket to use grab functions. Updates the state of the object due to being grabbed. Okay. Use grab function rack and find out which hand just picked it up. Right, so you set which hand picks it up based off of that. Ooh, okay. That's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. Grab event help. Grabbing object with specific hand. Interactable object with ray cast. Okay. Advanced grab interaction behaviors. To our grabbable spheres, we added the XR grab. In fact, we added. Right. Okay. Okay. So it does look like there is absolutely no way of knowing which hand is holding on to your object at any given time. Like, literally none. Which is bizarre. Originally, I thought that the hoe would, like, go onto a hand, because that seems the most logical thing to do, but there must be a reason why you can't do that. And then I figured there was a way to, like, go back and get access to which hand is holding onto it. But literally the hoe just floats in the middle of nowhere. So let's take another look at that. It just floats in the middle of nowhere. It has absolutely no link to the hand that once picked it up, but it is literally following the hand. That is bizarre to say the least. Okay, so let's do it with this hand. Here we go. So I have my hoe. It's in my left hand, and we can see that the hoe is currently in here. It isn't in the XR rig. It's floating in the world space, just like it has no parent. Nope. And element 1, it has colliders. Okay. Custom reticle. Track position, track rotation, throw on detach. Yeah? Yeah? It literally has no link to the hand in any way. And if I go to XR and I select my left hand controller, events. It doesn't have, the hand itself also doesn't have anywhere where it's actually understanding what it's holding. They're just completely separate. Interaction manager, interaction layer mask attached. Transform. Let's pop ourselves into debug mode. Sometimes there's more information, but I think that's literally it. That's what I'm reading anyway. Select target hoe. Ooh! Look at this. Select target hoe. Okay, so something is holding on to it, or that information. And what about here? Left-hand controller. Selecting interactor. Aha! So my XR grab interactor, let's go back to here, does have information on selecting interactor. Selecting interactor is the name of the thing we're looking for. So let's take a look. Let's go interactable dot selecting interactor, and now we have access to the hand. Good. Well, we showed that other guy who said it couldn't be done. I say that now, I haven't tested this, so hap, no. This is giving me what? This is giving me XR base interactor, and we need a controller from that. Okay. Control, oh no. Okay, selecting interactor. Okay. So, haptic feedback. Controller haptic feedback. Let's just go here and write Unity. Yeah. XR interaction toolkit, haptic feedback. Haptic feed, yeah. All right, let's see. Glossary controller, yeah. What about this? Haptic events. So we have access to... Oh, XR controller is an old thing. Okay. There's absolutely nothing for that. This is XR base interactor. XR base interactor. Okay, let's go over here. This is the left hand controller. XR direct interactor. Is that what we're grabbing? I think it is. Okay, so we're grabbing this, but what we want is this. But we do have access to the hand. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get component for the XR controller and see if that works. Get component X. Let's try controller. XR controller, right? That's what we want. Yeah, action-based XR controller. So we'll grab this, and then we'll have send haptic impulse. Okay. And then we have amplitude and duration. Amplitude is going to be till amount, and duration is going to be like 1 maybe? 0.1 F? Sure. Let's see what happens. I legitimately don't know if this is gonna work, if I'm gonna get errors or what. So let's find out together. Alright, so let's make this maximize so you guys can see what I'm doing in VR. And I will tell you if the hand is vibrating. Because there's no way to translate that in any other way. Go over here, grab my hoe, go over to our farm plot, and... What? Okay. Sure. I didn't get anything, and I'm seeing no references. Okay. what's happening with these null references. Let's take a look. Farm cell checker 35. 35 is here. So I guess it's not getting... Darn. I guess it's not getting that. Selecting interactor. It was giving me the game object. So maybe it's like dot game object. No, that doesn't seem right at all. That doesn't seem right at all. It doesn't. Oh, okay. Transform dot get component. I don't think that'll work either. I don't think that's the issue, but we're going to give it a quick try. And this time I'm going to move this over as such, and we're going to play unfocused because I'd like to see the error logs if there are some, which there probably will be, because that shouldn't actually fix the issue, but you know, try what's stupid first, and if that works, then so be it. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of errors. It's at line 35. What I'm going to do, I should be able to just switch hand. Okay, I switched to hand. Fantastic. So I'm just going to really quickly, make sure I still have access to this. Go into my left hand controller. Put ourselves into debug mode once more. This is an XR controller action based. Okay. So selected item equals hoe. Right, and if we go to the hoe, we should have left hand controller, which is this right here. It should be getting this game object. And then I should be searching for XR controller and getting something perhaps, but it's telling me no. All right, so the transform thing was the issue. What I'm going to do in that case is just do something a little dodgy, I guess. Grab this, put this here. Just call this first. So we got our selecting interactor here, and then we're going to create a new variable called second, and we're just going to find out where it's giving us issues. I probably could do it with a breakpoint. It's probably a better idea to do it with a breakpoint, but I'm doing it this way. This is my stream. And apparently I'm like really confrontational tonight. I don't know what's happening. Here we go. And then of course, this right here. So if all goes as expected, it's going to tell me that there's a null at 36. Actually, you know what? Let's put a breakpoint. I want to see it tell me it's null, and then I want to see why. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. That's right. Debugging in VR. No, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, computer. I remember now. You don't do that in VR. Breakpoints are not happy things. Okay, let's use that one. I'm over here and I am tilling, and I should have just a mountain of errors, and it is at 35. Ooh. That, however, is not as expected. So 35 is here, and selecting interactor Either interactable or selecting interactors null. I'm gonna guess it's interactable. I have a feeling I haven't set something that I should have set. Let's get out of debug mode. Yeah, that'll be it, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot to set it. So you know earlier how I was like, you know what, we're just gonna do it this way? I shouldn't have. I should have just made it look for it from the get-go. Okay. There is a chance that it works now. Apparently the reason it wasn't working is I'm a little lost. Okay. Go back to, oops, wrong button. Go back to here, grab the hoe. And now if I'm digging, did I get new errors? I did. 37. Well, null reference exception at 37. Okay. What does that mean? Second, send haptic impulse. This must be... Did I just lose my sound? I did. Thank you. Here we go. This must be not returning anything. XR controller for some reason. All right, let's attempt breakpoints and just see what we get. Attach. Succeed, up to date, blah blah blah. Cool. So the hope is that I don't get dizzy, because from what I remember, when your debugging is on, it's a little choppy. So far so good. Actually, I'm pretty good. Okay, let's go over here and what? I didn't attach it. Why didn't I attach it? Did I unattach it? Succeed? What? What? Debug. Attach Unity debugger. Yes. Okay. It doesn't want to. Is it because I clicked on cancel earlier? Is it sulking because I clicked on cancel? It might be. Okay. Let's close this. And let's go, just, yeah, checker. Open it up, try it again. And if that doesn't work, I may have to kill it and start over. Here we go. And attach. It goes down to there. It says that it's done, but it isn't lit up. I think this is a lie. Okay. Let's just give it a little kill and reload. Try that. I think it didn't like that I told it not to do that earlier. Whew. Here we go. We are back, and if I click on, sure, the farm plot, whichever, and I attach it again, will it work? Or will I have to make different plans for tonight? Here we go. Cell checker. Oh, that's looking promising. Okay. It just, yeah. Enable debugging for this session. Okay. Now I'm expecting to get a little dizzy as I go into VR. Script compilation. Let's wait. Let's wait for it to load stuff up. I have a feeling it's going to be struggling enough as it is. Okay. And now if we click on play and go into VR, it's going to load incredibly slowly. I am getting the message in VR that 300 years is queued up for the next thing to play. So let's take a quick look. It is, I see. I see. What is this? Door handle follower. Yeah, we don't want to break here anymore. That's fine. Here we go. We're in now. So next time it should do that. It should be when I'm hitting the ground with my hoe. And bloop. There we go. Everything just blocked up. That is fine. Okay. So first is null, second is null. Interactable. And I want to click on this and go to selecting interactable if possible. No. Okay, base. Selecting interactor, right hand. So there is something in this grid. Let's go on to the next part. So we have the right hand in here, and now we're trying to get the component on that hand, which is an XR controller. Okay, and then it tells us that it didn't find it. Okay, so that's our issue. Let's stop the debugging, and we can stop this. Why would that be then? XR, camera offset, left-hand controller. We have XR controller, it's action-based. Is XR controller in here? Maybe I don't have to do that search. Maybe I can just use one of these variables here. XR base interactor, interactable, interaction setting. Controller. We do have access to the controller in the direct interact. It is called controller. It is an object reference. Okay, well that's fine. Let's do first dot con. See, it doesn't show up, which is interesting to say the least. Compare, yeah, it doesn't show up at all. Okay. I would like to go check up on this. Just go control. Oh. This is base interactor. XR direct interactor. Maybe I have to look for XR direct interactor. Okay. Okay. Cast. XR direct interactor. Okay, so first should be an XR direct interactor, which is what we're looking for, right? XR direct interactor, yeah. So we're casting it as that, and then we should have access to XR controller right there. XR controller. And then send haptic, etc., etc. Okay. Let's see where it gets to now. Okay. Let that load. Perfect. And now if we click on play, we're gonna go see if we actually get something now. Back into VR. Yes. I just realized my hands aren't placed exactly like my actual hands, because this is closer to what I'm doing in real life. Touching my fingertips together. This is what it looks like when I do it in VR. So maybe, oh, now we're good. This still works like this. Here we go. Life imitating art, or whatever it is. Art imitating life? I have no idea. Okay, so let's go over here, and as we slap this into the ground, okay, it had a really weird pause screen. Cool. So first, right now has nothing, but now should have the direct interactor. It does have something. And then if I go on here, second does have the right hand controller and should, ooh, okay, so this might actually work now. Kill that. We're going to go into, we're going to go into play maximize. I'm gonna actually maximize it. Yeah, there we go. And let's see if we can get some sort of feedback now. Pick this up, and oh yeah, oh, I can kind of feel it. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so I have it really light, so it feels a little weird, but I do have, like, it feels like there's like a bit of resistance. So, oh, that's cool. So what I'm gonna do now is just grab this right here. And I'm going to have, because I can't do this, right? I cannot do that because this is not set to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an XR direct interactor, private one up here, private, and this is going to be just interactor. As such, we are going to set the interactor when the trigger enter thing happens. So equals, and then we're going to do interactable interactor. We don't want to do it on start because it's just like when it's in your hand. Arguably, I can do it so like when you pick it up, it sets that. Right. But in our case, I don't want to do that because that would be extra work, essentially. So if I just do it when it's starting to trigger enter thing, we know it's in his hand. And if it isn't in his hand, we can just ignore it, actually. So this is better. Yep. You see this? See this better. Here's something. If I let go of it when I'm scraping it, though, that'll break. Okay. it should be set when it's being picked up and let go of. Okay. That shouldn't be the end of the world. So if I go back to here and not in debug mode, I don't need to see the hidden stuff anymore. We have... Oh no. I was gonna say we have access to something that we don't have access to. Environment, where's my hoe? Props. Interactable, here we go. So if I select the hoe, XR grab interactable. Oh, I can do this here. I can say grabbable item, farm cell checker, farm cell checker. Yeah, I can say that when it's picked up or let go of to change that information. That is what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's go up here real quick, do a little private void set interactor as such. And we are here going to do interactor equals this. What we could actually do is do a little bar here. New interactor equals this. And that way, if it is null, it won't give me an error. It'll just apply null. And then down here, we can do the check, right? So, interactor second equals this. And we can do this. Grab this here. Copy that, put that here as such. Then we can get rid of this line as such. We don't need to do that anymore because we've checked that it is actually working. Till amount, we could do like times 10. That might be way too much, but it wasn't very strong. And then we can you can use set interactor when you pick it up and you put it down. So we go back to here. We're going to go into our prefab once this is finished. And here we're going to do this farm cell checker on both of these. And then, oh, I made them private, so we won't be able to see it. Let's put it to public. Set interactor. And then we're going to wait for this to be done and change this to set interactor so that set interactor, it either gets set to a hand or to null. Set interactor, here we go, as such. There we are. And if till amount is bigger than that, blah, 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 blah. I don't want you to be able to till at all, I think, if it's not in your hand. So what I'm going to do is if interactor, if not interactor, so I think that means if it's null, return. You know what? I have doubt now. If it equals null. I'll just stick with what I know works. So yeah, if the interactor is null when you're in here, just get out. Just, you have no business there. But if there is something, then you do this. Cool. Let's see if this works a little better now. So maximized. And potentially, now that we know how to do the system, I can do that on the Atame, so when we give it hits, I can feel it in my hand. Like there's a feedback. Oh, I hit something. Oh yes, it's working. However, I can go above 100%. It doesn't actually affect it, but there's no way of it understanding if it has changed state or not. So let's see if we can do something about that. Farm cell trigger on cell. Yeah, till amount. We do have access to the cell here, and that would be this, and we can check the state, I believe. This is private right now, but we could easily do like a little cheeky public. So public farm cell state, and we're going to call this get state, and it is going to just return cell state. I think I'm allowed to do that. Or not. Farm cell state, farm cell state. Do I actually have to call it cell state? Is that a thing? Am I being dumb? I think I am. I think I'm being dumb. Okay. I could also just do this. Return underscore cell state. I think that would work as well. Yeah. Yeah, that would work. So get state. Just like that. I think this is better. Just do it this way. Because I do want something to clearly say that this is a method. So there we go. Just return cell state. Get state, so I can go back over here, and once again, if the interactor is null or cell, which I realize I have to at least do this now. Okay, let's do that. So cell here, and then we'll do our little check here. Or if cell dot get state equals tilde, or I guess tilde wet. Just copy paste this in. Copy pasta. Tilde wet. Yeah, so if the interactor is null or the cell state is either tilde or tilde wet, get out. You don't want to keep going. So let's give it a little check. See if I get some feedback, haptic feedback, as I am scratching the ground with my hoe. And if so, we're off to a really good start. Go. So over here, grabbing the hoe, go back to the ground, and I stick it in the ground, and I pull, and there is feedback. Pull, 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 and no more feedback. It has stopped now that it's tilde. Also, question, what happens if I just let it go when it's in the ground? Huh. Huh. So, if it's already partly in the ground when you let it go, the collider that's in the ground just completely ignores it. That's interesting. So, I just realized there's a way to really bug up VR games. Just lose the things you had in your hand if you put it in the wrong place. Also, excuse me, what? 34. Yeah, I'm getting errors here, so let's go find out what's happening with that. At 34 it said, eh? 34, so it's here. If interactor equals null. Let's make it in 2 parts. You know what? Let's just make it in 2 parts. So first things first, let's do that. Let's put that here. Yeah, so first things first, if there's an interactor, just get out. Don't even worry about cells or anything like that. Second thing, let's do another thing like this. If, and this is where we check, if this, oh, I guess if cell, okay, we're doing a check here for cell. So in that case, let's put it in here, our check. This, or this, put this here, and then we grab this and put that here. So if there is a cell, we go into here. If the state is tilde or tilde wet, just get out. You don't have any business there. Here we go. That should fix our little error, and it should still work. Give it a little test, and then we'll move on to the next step, which I'm quite excited about, but probably will look absolutely ugly tonight, and that is particle effects. So feedback, 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 and the feedback has ended. Fantastic. And if I look on my screen, let's pause it. There are no errors. Good. So I did it right this time. Fantastic. Give it a little pause. Not a pause, a stop. We'll stop. And there we go. Damn. This is coming along well. It's taking a long time, but it's going quite well. Let's see. It is 8:30. We have time to do a little something, I think, right? Let's have I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I was going to spawn particle systems on the ground based off of where the hoe is currently hitting the ground. But you know what? I don't think I will. I think what I'm going to do is go into the hoe, add a particle system on there, and have it play when I'm tilling. And I should be able to play with, like, intensity of the particle system based off of the speed, like the stuff I've been doing so far. So I think that might be better for us. This is Polyverse Skies. This is the dungeon. What is this? Alto. Shaders, Skybox. OK Software? I'm sorry. This is Polyverse Skies, so what's this one? Oh, I need to clean these up at some point. I have no idea what this is now. Alchemy Lab is the Alchemy Lab stuff. It isn't the visual effects. Text Mesh Pro, scripts, scenes, samples, prefabs, placeholders, yeah. Okay. Skybox definition, subgraphs. Let's close this for now. Art. Shaders, no. This is pure on Polyverse. Data items. Yes, okay. Editor. Class Painter. Okay. I'm not sure about that one. GMO assets. Aha! This is what I want. So let's go into prefabs. We have fire, explosion, electric, eerie, impacts. Impact might be what we want. Nature. Let's go take a look at impacts. This is like pew, pew, pew. What's ground hit? Oh, okay, that's a smacking effect. That's not what we want. Nature. Leaves A. Oh. Shield leaves. Oh, cool. Rain falling. Rain splashes. Wind trails. No. Ooh, we might not have anything that fits what we want. Flash. Magic poof. That's amazing. We have smoke source. Okay. Broken heart. Cartoon fight. This is essentially what I want, but without all the extras. And maybe make it more closely to the color of the ground. Shiny object. Hit, miss. Let's check this out. Yeah, that's more of a poof effect. Cartoon fight loop might actually be closer to what I want. So let's just copy this. Go over to our art. 3D audio, environment, hands, lighting, material, render pipeline, shaders. Let's just make a new folder and call it VFX. Let's go into that. Drop this in. Open this up. Rename it actually because I'm going to forget. This is going to be ground puff loop. So we got ground puff loop here. Right. We have smoke, we have sparks, we have stars. So stars we don't want for sure. Does not exist. Sure, whatever. Sparks we don't want. Yeah. Okay, plastic's freaking out there. And smoke is what we want, I think. No, we don't want any of those. We want just this. Okay, so we can get rid of this. Get another error that's telling me that it doesn't exist. Just don't worry about that. That's fine. And we're going to change the color, I think. Let's make it a little browner. Oh, it's going to give me that every time I click on something, isn't it? Oh my god. Plastic. Okay, well this is a good test color. I think we're good with this. Cool. So, if I go back into my hoe now, let's just focus on the hoe. Inventory space, world space. Sure. Let's put this here. Oh, it's huge. Okay. Let's put this at the very end here. And what happens if I just lower it a bit to like 0.2? That's pretty good, right? Probably not the best I change it here. I probably should do it directly on the particle system itself, but as a test, I think this is going to be good. So looping we want. Play on awake we do not want. Emission. Rate over time. Maybe we do. Maybe we want it. And we want to change the amount it emits based off of the speed. Like something like this. Okay. So, the hoe, because we have everything else going off of the farm cell checker, let's just continue with that. I'm thinking that this is becoming spaghetti code, but let's not worry about that for tonight. In the far future, one day I'll clean things up. Maybe. If I feel like it. I guess. So that, and we want a particle system, I guess? particle system, and this will be ground particle. Sure. And ground particle, I should be able to tell it to emit a certain amount. So let's go into here. Ground particle dot emit count. And then let's put like tilde amount times 10. I have no idea what number this is pooping out, so it might just not work. What do you need in emit? Position velocity. Oh, my bad. You're not supposed to use this anymore. Okay, so emission rate. Emit int count. Oh, okay. Okay. So we need to know what till amount times 10 is pooping out. So let's do that. Debug.log error, sure, it can be an error. It's going to give us tilde amount times 10. You know what? No, just tilde amount. Just the basic tilde amount. I want to know what kind of speed we're talking about, because maybe we want times 10, maybe we want times 100. I have no idea. So let us go back in. I'm going to put it on unfocused. Ironic is the word I couldn't find. And let's just poop out console and see what it gives us at a normal speed. I'll try to give it like a normal shot. Oh, can I do it like this? Not really, eh? No, I can't really see. And I'm sorry if you guys can't see. But the important part for us right now is the numbers more than anything. So I'm gonna take this off and put it down and pull. Okay. So the last number we got there, 0.01, is like, that was a pretty good, that wasn't like pulling really fast. It was a little pull. And let's see, it goes up to 0.037, etc. So if we want any emission, we have to do at least times 100, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, right now. Let's see. Ground particle. Emit. I should be able to do that, and I should be able to do this. Wait, no, is it mathf that I want? Mathf dot round to int, right? And we are going to put till amount times 100. That way, it should get at least 1 or 2 puffs, depending. Also, hello random person who just joined. Don't hold your breath. What do you mean don't hold my breath? When was that message sent? When was that message sent? I just saw it. Let's see. It seems to be working just fine, so I'm not too worried. And I'll check out your message after if you answer that. Here we go. So I'm going over here and I'm sticking in the ground and I'm pulling. Ooh, I got a bunch of errors. And I think I know why. Ground particle, yeah, I never said it. Yeah. That's yeah. 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 Don't look at me. Don't look at me. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Try that again. It's interesting how I'm seeing like how it reacts when it doesn't work, and I can tell when there's an error now. So, ooh, ooh, it's a bit slow, and initially it's like underground, which has a weird effect, but it's working. I don't think there should be shadows for that. I think it's weird. Okay. We're getting somewhere though. We are also going to get rid of all these error messages. We no longer need these error messages. Logging step up. So this is working pretty good actually. The two things that aren't working the best though is loading. Here we go. No, I'm still got a little bit left. Why can't I not? I don't know. Is it crashing? No, I'm able to select stuff. Why can't I? There we go. I can clear this now, and our ground puff loop, I put it a little bit too low, I think. It's always going to be in the ground a little bit, so let's move this up to this at the very least. And let's go down to render. And I think there's a place where you can tell it that you don't want shadows. Cast shadow. Yeah, turn this off. Okay. So let's do something like that. And we can also, I think, increase the amount. Let's make it like times 200. Let's see what that gives us. And by the way, does the mic pick up when I'm hoeing the ground and it's vibrating? I can kind of make out the sound of it, but I don't know if it gets picked up by the mic. Over here, pick this up, and it needs to arrive faster. Oops. And disappear faster, I think. The issue is that it stays to on the hoe as well. So, what I'm going to do is go over to my ground puff. I think I've actually been, doing stuff to it. Let us just do this on the actual ground puff. Not really, no. Okay. Looping pre-warm. Right, simulate space local. World. I'm hoping this leaves it behind. I think it does, but we're about to find that out together. I think it does. I think it leaves it to where it was spawned, and it doesn't follow the hoe. So we can go over here. Ooh, hello, fence pole. Let's just move that. And as I scrape, oh yes. Okay, they're spawning too high now, but oh, the effect is very nice. It's also the wrong color. Don't worry about that. And yeah, side to side it doesn't really do anything. Upwards it doesn't do anything. It's really just when you pull it. Very cool. Okay. It's a little bit redder, so let's make it a little redder. Something like that. Alright. We decided it was too high, so let's move it down to like this, give it another try. And it is 850, so we are going to start heading towards calling it after this. Got our farm plots, move forward a little bit, and there we go. Still the wrong color, but the effect is very nice. The effect is very nice. And it's even better now that it's only in this correct direction that it does things. I like this. This is nice. Could it be better? I mean, yeah. But this is game worthy, right? It feels good. I think I like this. Oh. Is there no collision on that? Alright, well I just learned something. Cool. Very, very cool. Nice. So, let's do a little roundup of what I managed to do tonight, because I think we got quite a bit done. Not the neatest of coding, and I'm unhappy with how I've split stuff up, but what we managed to do tonight is be able to have our hoe detect its movement just in one direction, comparing it to the hoe's orientation, of course. So you only ever till the land if you're pulling towards yourself with the hoe, which it feels very nice. Secondly, we got haptic feedback on the controller that is holding on to the hoe. So you feel like you're actually having an effect. It's not like you're whipping the controller around in the air quite as much. And then we also added ourselves some nice particle effects. Another thing that would be nice to add to it down the line could be like a sound of some sort. But I think I'm quite happy with that. It's feeling quite good now. And with that, we have a start of something. It's not pretty. The edges could use some refining, of course. It could be made to look more like dirt. I'll admit, but it is functional. We do have cells that spawn themselves in, and that we're able to change if they're tilled or wet or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it changes its visual based off of that as well. So I think we've got something going here. Let's pop up the to-do list. So farming, make hoe drag for tilling, that is actually done. Particle effect, that is actually done. Drag length, that is actually done. Audio for drag, yeah, that's the only one that's left. Farm cell visuals, let's just make them better because they're not very nice. Seeds, we don't have any. Watering can, we haven't done. Water effects, we haven't done, etc. Etc. So we're not doing that right now. Cool. I think this is a good place to stop for today. So for everyone who's joined in, I know there's been actually quite a few people that have popped in and out that have been a little quiet, but that's okay. Thank you for dropping by. To Etienne, who is always filling up the chat, thank you. It makes me feel less lonely. If anyone else who joins in at any point wants to say stuff, ask questions, things that have nothing to do with what I'm doing as well, go for it. It just makes the experience a lot more enjoyable for me. And to anybody who's listening to this after the fact, thank you for dropping by. I do these recordings every Tuesday night Eastern Standard, so at 7 p.m. until around 9. I think that's it. I think that's all the things I have to say. Goodbye.